Coming up next, more with Barnard Hughes and Francis Sternhagen, two of the stars of Doc Hollywood. Do you have any funny stories about any of the stars?
You know,
or anybody,
actors never have funny stories about the
about
pictures
other actors?
they're in.
Well, what about the other actors? You know, like anybody else?
No, I can't think of anything. David Ogden Stiers led the Gainesville Symphony Orchestra in Peter and the Wolf.
On the night of the performance, he said, well, it was just so unfortunate. We're very sorry, but the person that we did have to be the narrator of Peter and the Wolf just couldn't do it at the last moment, so we've had to get a substitute, so I hope you will welcome Michael J. Fox. And of course, all of the kids, yeah! And Michael, who has had relatively little experience on stage, I could tell that he was nervous. It was so dear, because you couldn't tell he kept his left hand in his pocket, but I could sort of see it going.
That's interesting.
But at one point, the duck, which is the music comes in, da 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 da, and Michael just simply misgot the cue and started to tell you about the duck, and looked over to David, and David looked over to him, and David had to give him a later cue, which was the real cue. So everything that Michael had said about the duck, he just stopped a minute, and then he said, I think the duck is so interesting that I'm going to tell you about her again. And came in on the right cue with all of the narration about the duck. But it was just so typically of Michael's quick wit.
You worked in the play, The Good Doctor.
Yeah.
Of course, you've worked
with
in the
Barney
play.
Hughes.
With Barnard Hughes, who
Yes.
actually we talked to. He's also in Doc Hollywood.
Yes.
And we talked to him, too. And you're also in another movie with him that's on Cinemax.
Hospital?
The Hospital,
Oh, yes.
What's going on with you two? Are you two? Is there something going on there? Or what?
Yes, yes. If I weren't such good friends with his wife, I could make up a really interesting story, but I don't think that we need to do that. No, Barney is just so much fun to be with. And we've done The Hospital together. In fact, lots of times people ask me, you know, oh, what was George Scott like to work with? And of course, I didn't work with him. I was just in the emergency room with Barney and with several other people, but George had already finished, which happens in movies.
You've played a lot of doctors in movies and on TV. That's correct, isn't it?
Yes, doctors and lawyers and, you know, just
you even starred in the television show Doc, too.
I did a series that ran for 2 years called Doc. He had a practice on the Upper West Side, where I live now, in real life. Yes, I've played a lot of doctors.
So do you feel like you've absorbed a lot of medical knowledge over the years? Like, you could, do you think you could, like, if, for example, if I gave you a little pop quiz right now, could you?
Yeah, well, I'd like to find out just how ignorant I am too.
Well, let me get my little kit here. Hold on 1 second. Can you tell us what a couple of these items are here?
Oh boy.
Let's see here.
Let's see.
Like what would this be?
Well, of course. And we've never met each other before. I haven't been rehearsed. This is his phagonometer.
A stethoscope.
Very good.
Or is it? No, that's a no.
What do you call it, a sphygmomanometer?
That's what he said.
This is a not a telescope. It's a what is it?
Close. Telescope is good enough.
No.
Listen, you got to give him credit for saying sphygmomanometer.
What else have we got in
What
there?
is this? What is this, an Oz stick? What is that? What do you call that? An Oz stick or something? Or
This is a tongue depressor.
I don't even want to get into it.
This is a what do you, they carry them around on their necks like that.
Right.
And they listen to people, and they're called a what?
A radio? I don't.
No.
I forget. I don't know.
Oh boy,
I'm testing
now
you.
that's his phagonometer. No, is that? I just blew the rest of my career.
Well, we won't tell anybody. Don't worry about it. You can throw those
Now
in
listen,
here.
this is a.
You can keep that if you want. You want to keep that?
I'll keep I'll hold on to this until I remember its name.
Oh, okay.
This is the first lesson in being a doctor on
A stethoscope.
on the stage or in radio or whatever.
Stethoscope. That's what it is. A stethoscope. That's what it is.
Stethoscope.
I couldn't remember myself.
Oh, God, isn't that awful? Yeah, yeah.
Well, you did pretty well,
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
Oh, we did we?
yeah, it seemed to be okay.
No, I played a doctor in Outland.
Oh, there's another doctor. Another doctor.
Yes.
Well, how many films have you been in?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, how
I
many would
really-
you guess? You know.
I don't know. 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know.
Do you have a preference? Do you like working in film as opposed to theater, or do you?
No, I think I like them both. I really do, and I think most actors like them both. We like to kind of bounce back and forth. But I think also that the experience of the actual doing of it, the fact that you're doing it in front of an audience at the moment and you're doing a whole life, makes acting on stage the most rewarding, probably. But you almost can't make a living by just acting on stage anymore. And when you've got a good movie, it can be wonderful.
You've won an Emmy Award and you won a Tony Award.
Yeah.
And just for my own information, I was always curious, which one of those is heavier?
Oh, the Emmy is quite.
The Emmy is?
Yeah. Oh, it's really enormous. Yes.
Really?
It is. Tony is a very delicate little disc that swings around like that, but an Emmy has a great big bass on it, and then a great big flying woman. You know, yeah, it's a lethal weapon.
As long as you're here, do you think you could look at my back? I've got sort of a back problem. My back is killing me. Let me put this camera down
After
for
this
a second.
stethoscope, I wouldn't trust me too
Well, it's
far.
just right here. My back is like a little sore. I've been having problems
Yeah, well,
here
take
with
2 aspirin and go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.